Today is Anti-Hunger Advocacy Day here at the state capitol, where we brought in a number of folks. We've got upwards of 100 people from around the state, food bank advocates, food bank staffers, folks working in their communities with partner organizations, if that's churches or community centers, folks that are dedicated to fighting hunger across the state. So this is our opportunity to come together, kind of celebrate that work, reconnect with the state legislature, talk about the work that's taking place, kind of elevate hunger and food insecurity as a significant issue that a lot of people are dealing with across the state.
Just in the past couple of days, we had a family with young children, and we were fortunate to have some fresh produce. We had apples and oranges that we were sharing along with the dry goods that were in the food boxes. And the children were so hungry, they immediately started eating the oranges right after they got them at our warehouse. I mean, they didn't wait till they got in the car or got home. I mean, they were that hungry.
Just how serious is the problem of hunger in your area in Northeast Louisiana?
Oh, it's very serious. And when you have people who are only making minimum wages, mothers who are making minimum wages, and they have 2 and 3 children.
In Terrebonne Parish, in the last we've set records the last 6 years with the number of people we serve. This year we'll cross over 10,000.
Oh, it's very serious. We have so many homeless in our area, kids who go hungry, and it's a much needed program that we need in the parish.
One of our agencies just recently got a call from a friend that was not living in Lafayette, but a friend of a friend there. And we asked the agency if they could check on that lady because he said she had no food. When they got over there, they had to go through bushes to get to her house. She needed medication. She didn't have any food. It was a super serious situation.
We need more help for the elderly, especially with their medication, because they are all on fixed incomes.
We are the second highest state for food insecurity in the nation. 1 in 4 families at some point in this year will have food insecurity. And so what we're talking about today, what can we do to help bridge that gap? And that is the gap, that goes beyond SNAP and beyond, the feeding programs in the schools. How do we work with our different food pantries to make sure that they have enough balanced, nutritious products so that those families that are in a lurch, right, short-term problems, whether it is from losing a job or having bills they can't pay or whatever the issue is, where there's enough food there so that they can have a decent meal and feed their families.
Feeding Louisiana has a budgetary request to the state legislature for $1 million that would go towards providing nutritious Louisiana-grown items that can be distributed through our food bank network. So that would be the state's investment. Food banks leverage those dollars to purchase those items from Louisiana farmers and growers and vendors, and then distribute that to the communities in need.
We're asking for fuller funding for the Department of Children and Family Services. We ask the state of Louisiana takes care of all of its residents and makes sure that nobody has to make the impossible decision between whether to feed their families, keep the lights on, pay the car note, or pay for the medicines that keep them healthy.
People should keep in mind that hunger and food insecurity aren't issues that go away. They're long-standing in the state and across the community, and it's going to take the work of our organizations, food banks, but then volunteers and businesses, policymakers like here at the legislature and across local governments to really make a dent in the issue.
How can people get more information?
People can look at our website, www.feedinglouisiana.org, and that could direct them to all of our 5 member food banks located across the state too.